But it's a workout now, for real. It's not easy. And that's what I was telling the boys. You get into a project like this and it seems like, oh yeah, let me just take this T-post down, pull this cattle panel out. But I know better. I know that, like, you know, go ahead and say, let me just focus on this one project. Don't have all these big lofty goals. And so those things can become overwhelming. Like, I'm the manager, the supervisor, the boss, the superintendent, you know, quality control, like all those things. And so, you know, you just have to set small goals and accomplish those small goals one at a time. And then you can feel successful at the end of the day. Because going to bed at night feeling like a success is important every single day. Like I said, you don't want to feel like you failed at something every single day, because it's like, then that's where you get overwhelmed. You know, that's where that word overwhelmed comes in. But I'm not overwhelmed. Even though some of the things I'm doing may be overwhelming, I'm not overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? It's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. As y'all can see, it's another day on the farm, and I'm actually getting a late start because yesterday was just really the last 2 or 3 weeks has been you know, you gotta have a little bit of grit to make it through those weeks. But I haven't been anything bad. It's just working down projects and getting things done. But we're getting them done. Get it done for real. But today I'm down here, and as y'all saw, I just filled up the automatic hog feeder, and it's time for them to be for this pen to be expanded. And I kind of have the idea, because we've moved some animals around. We moved the black hogs from out here, and I was gonna give the feeder hogs this whole section right here, so they can kind of rotationally graze themselves. And because pigs don't boo-boo all over the place, they pick one spot and they drop their manure. And then the goal is to come in with wood chips and cover up that manure, you know, once a week, twice a week, something like that. But we've just kind of been behind and hadn't had a chance to do it. And so we actually have come in here and we deep bedded this whole pen probably about two or 3 weeks ago. But it's rained and it's time to deep bed it again. But we don't have any wood chips right now, and I got to go pick up some. But until then, we had this pen right here. And as you can see, this pen has been resting. I was gonna bring the tractor in and scoop all this stuff out because it's probably about a foot or 2, foot and a half, something like that, of deep bedding in here that has broken down and is ready to be piled up so we can compost it and have it ready for the garden for next year. But it's grass growing in here, and I said I at least first let them come in and eat this little grass, you know, till it up and everything and make it easier to scoop out. And then I can come in and take this caterpillar down and then bring the tractor in here and scoop all this stuff out. And I also can scoop out all the way through because I never have, since we built this pen right here, I've never scooped out the deep bedding out of this pen. I just kept on adding and adding and adding. So it's time to scoop out the deep bedding in this pen as well. And what my goal today is, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave everything on the perimeter as it is. But I'm gonna try to come in here and dig out this counter panel here because it has about, like I say, about a foot, you know, foot and a half of material at the bottom that's covering up the bottom. So I have my shovels and everything. The boys said, we'll shovel it out for you, Dad. And I said, nah, boys, y'all might not be able to handle this job because this, you know, I'm hoping that everything should be pretty soft. And I'm hoping it won't be too hard, but I'm ready to grind and grit my teeth and get it done, you know, whether it's hard or not. But yeah, so you can see the little grass in here. And the pigs, they'll enjoy this little area, rooting through this grass. And it should be all type of acorns because we have a pecan tree here. So it should be pecans that are falling out that pecan tree in here. And then we have an acorn tree or oak tree here. So it should be acorns in here. So they're going to have a good time rooting through all of this. There's going to be plenty of food, acorns, pecans, grass, roots, earthworms and all that type of stuff. So they're gonna root through all this and eat all that stuff. And then once they're done, after about a week or 2, I'll probably come in, like I say, and take down this cattle panel and then bring the tractor in, scoop out all this stuff, and then add a new layer of wood chips and deep bedding and things. But that's the plan for today. Like I said, I'm not trying to do too much. Like I said, it's already like 4 o'clock in the evening. We got started this morning. We got started early because we actually had a baby sheep born this morning. But after that, we had some doctor's appointments for Benjamin, and Mama Megan went and did that, and the boys and I, we sat around and watched movies and chilled out for real and enjoyed ourselves for a couple hours. Now we're back out here ready to get going, and like I said, just doing a smaller project because it just seems like, especially once the summertime comes, it's like all these projects, it's like you just don't have enough time to do everything that you want to do in the day. And even though you get up early, even though you go to bed late, like I said, I was working on editing some videos last night, and y'all know I'm doing 39 videos in 31 days. That's my editing schedule now. So we got if y'all not subscribed to the Prison to Purpose GodCast, make sure you go over there and subscribe because we put out 5 videos Monday through Friday every single week. So we're putting out 20 videos over there, and then our goal is to put out between 12 and 15 videos on this channel, I.A.G Farms, and then put out a video once a week on the Resurrection Ranch, where it's still all about God over there. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. Like I said, we got probably about 2 hours of sunlight left, and so we're on a time schedule today. But I think I can get it done. Like I said, my one goal, I had one goal for today, and it's to dig out this cattle panel. Like I said, we got to keep those goals simple. Dig out this cattle panel, get it pulled up, and expand the pigs section because I actually need to, like, if I can get done with that fast enough, I can add on another goal because we got some things we need to be doing tomorrow as well. So like I say, it's just, you know, it's spring, summertime. It's time for the farm to jump off. We had to maximize these spring, summer, and fall months before wintertime comes back. So y'all stick around. Let's see if we can get this cattle panel dug out.
I see you running out of reasons. Don't try to blame it on the seasons. Why you wanna walk away? When we began, swear we had something that would last. Baby, has the feeling best. Falling in was easy, how do I make it stay? I will never let go of you, tried and true. Oh, I'll never let go of you, tried and true. Was I a fool? I know sometimes I may wonder, but I would never leave us under. Nothing as good as what we have.
Let's start loose.
Is it a rule? What's good is worth the fighting. There ain't no denying that you and I were made to last.
All right, y'all, it's been too hard so far. Like I said, it's a little bit humid out here in Mississippi. On the 1st of April, today is April 1st. But I think I got all the nails out, and I think I got all of the clips taken off the T-post. So now I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pull it out the ground. I told the boys, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Something my granddaddy told me a long time ago. But I'm hoping that we have everything loose and that I don't have to dig down too much more deeper. I really didn't have to dig down too deep already. Like I said, I just had to dig down deep, really where the post on the ends were. So I'm hoping that I didn't attach those T-posts to the cattle panel deep down, 2 foot in the ground. But we'll see. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try to yank on it and see if it'll come out. Y'all think it's loose? I think we missed a nail. I think it might be another nail down probably about a foot on this post over here. Cause everything is loose. I don't have any T-post in there. And I know that post down there is loose. So I bet it's probably a nail down there, probably about a foot down that I can't see. All right, y'all can see I got the cattle panel loose on this end, but I was having some problems getting it loose on this end. And so I told the boys, let me just dig down a little bit more. And I dug down about another half foot. And I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but there's another nail right there in the middle of the screen. And it's gonna be hard to get to too. I almost gotta dig out some this way to be able to get in there and get it. But I'm gonna try to get in there and get it and see what happens. Got one pig coming over already, or looking. You can come on over. Come on. He said, nah, I'll try it later. But yeah, so one more down here. Let's see if we can dig down and get that nail, and then hopefully that'll be it, and we can go and get this thing pulled out. But it's a workout now, for real. It's not easy, and that's what I was telling the boys. You get into a project like this, and it seems like, oh yeah, let me just take these T-posts down, pull this cattle panel out. But I know better. I know that, like, you know, go ahead and say, let me just focus on this one project. Don't have all these big lofty goals, because what happens is when you build those big lofty goals, you end up like when you're not able to get to them, and you just get one thing done. And even that one thing, like getting this cattle panel down and opening this paddock up for the pigs, even though that's a huge success, like that's good enough for today. We'll live to fight another day. But if I build myself up too much and say, well, I'm gonna do this real quick, then I'm gonna go do that real quick, then I'm gonna go do that real quick, and you end up only doing one thing, then you feel like a failure at the end of the day. And I learned a long time ago that I have to like set goals that I can accomplish in the day, because my life, like the pigs starting to come over now. Come on over, pigs. See y'all's new paddock. Don't knock over my camera stand. But I learned that because I have so much going on and I oversee my own life. I don't have somebody else, you know, overseeing me and telling me what to do, and I'm not clocking in and clocking out. And so it ends up being like that. Like I say, when you're providing oversight, that, you know, you have to like oversee everything. And so those things can become overwhelming. Like I'm the manager, the supervisor, the boss, the superintendent, you know, quality control, like all those things. And so, you know, you just have to set small goals and accomplish those small goals one at a time. And then you can feel successful at the end of the day. Because going to bed at night feeling like a success is important every single day. Like I said, you don't want to feel like you failed at something every single day, because it's like, then that's where you get overwhelmed. You know, that's where that word overwhelmed comes in. But I'm not overwhelmed. Even though some of the things I'm doing may be overwhelming, I'm not overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, they knocked it down. Let's look at these pigs. Now when I turned around, y'all started running the other way. Y'all sure are big. Y'all remember how small they were, boys, when we first got them? They were tiny.
School was like this big.
Yeah. It's only been what, about 2 months, and y'all are close to butcher weight already.
Like this.
For real. Probably in about 2 more months, y'all gonna be ready to go to the processor, go to freezer camp. What's up, Squiggly? Look at them, they so skittish. They've been skittish ever since we've had them. But like I say, they're playful and they'll run around, but they're super skittish. We've never been able to pet them or anything like that. But like I said, that's not the goal. But yeah, so these the pigs' names. If you missed that video when we first bought the pigs, tell them the pigs' name, boys.
Squiggly, Spot, and Dot.
Squiggly, Spot, and Dot.
That one right there is Squiggly, the smartest. And the one that is right there, the one that is medium, is Spots, I think. No, Dot. And
no, Dot is the barrel. So that's Dot right there. So that's Squiggly is the smallest one. That's Spot, the one with the colors on the side, and then that's Dot right there. And when y'all's cousin Carter came and y'all told him the name of the pigs, what did he say? Cause y'all named them Squiggly, Spot, and Dot. And I can't remember what was it. What did he say?
Squiggly, Spot.
He said, why y'all ain't name cause it's the mouse said on the clock. I'm trying to remember that nursery rhyme. Something, the mouse said on the clock. All I can remember right now is Squiggly, Spot, and Dot. But yeah, I forgot the nursery rhyme. What about the mouse set on the clock? Something, the mouse went up the clock. Get your mouth off my camera stand. It said the clock struck one, the mouse went down, and oh yeah, hickory dickory dock. Yeah, hickory dickory, that might not have been it. Hickory dickory dock. Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, the pigs' names are Squiggly, Spot, and Dot. But yeah, so you can see they're trying to come over already, and they're bad now. They're very, very destructive. I'm talking about, and they're powerful too. You know what I'm saying? For real, they're trying to tear up my camera stand already. But all right, y'all, let me see if I can get this last nail out, and then I'll see if I can get this thing down so the pigs can come on over here and enjoy their new pen.
Like a sunrise horizon, always there, always shining. client. Always warm, always hold me. Biggest part of my story. Healing my soul, help me feel completion. Bringing me here to my glory. Keeps pulling me back. Keeps pulling me back to you. It keeps pulling me back. It keeps pulling me back to you. It keeps pulling me back. It keeps pulling me back to you. Keeps pulling me back. It keeps pulling me back to you. Yeah. Oh.
Alright, boys, I think this is it.
One more go.
It's never proud, never leaving.
That was only 30 minutes.
Can't let go even when
5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
when
go!
I'm wandering. Won't give up on my journey. Won't forget any problem.
I just want to thank all the little people that watch me do this job. I want to thank the pigs for being so patient with me. I also want to thank Gideon and Solo for being over there protecting us.
But won't remember my failures. Never shame me. You don't wanna hurt me. You won't ever fail.
I did. All right, y'all, we did it. Finally. It wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy. And we got it on out of there. Like I said, the hardest parts were getting the nails off of these posts because they went down further. Like I said, I just had them at ground level on these T-posts. But we got those out. Let me walk over here and show y'all. Looking back that way, the pigs will probably run. Y'all go on over to your new pen. Stay back over there, no. Stay over there. Y'all go on to your new pen. Let's see y'all go over there. Now y'all don't want to run from me. There they go. Go on over. Go on over, Spot. Yeah, that's so skittish. Get out my camera stand, Squiggly.
Really?
Solo, get in. No.
Look, you can't eat that.
But yeah, let me walk y'all over here and let y'all see. But they have a pen double the size of what they had at first. And like I say, we should only have them. Squiggly is still pretty small. We might have them until till August, maybe September, maybe something like that. Like I said, but that's the goal is these are feeder hogs. And for feeders, we have breeders and feeders. And then once we have babies, we'll have weaners. So we have feeders, breeders, and then once the breeders have babies and we start weaning them off their mama, they're weaners. So feeders, breeders, and weaners. That's how we classify our pigs on I.A.G farms. So these are feeders. Feeder pigs are specifically purchased in the spring so that they can be butchered in the fall. And you're supposed to raise them for about 6 to 9 months if you get a good, hardy heritage breed hog, or you can get like we raised like market hogs, like commercial hogs. The commercial hogs are the pink pigs. Everybody think pigs. People who haven't been around farms, they think our pigs are pink. You know what I'm saying? But pigs have hair and they have color to them. And these pigs are black, not because their skin is black, because their skin is pink, but their hair is black. The color that you see is hair. And when you butcher a pig, you have to scrape the hair off of it if you want to keep the skin for crackling or something like that. But we don't ever keep the skin. We don't do crackling. We just skin the hogs when we butcher them ourselves. And when the butcher gives us the skin, we just really just throw it away. We don't do anything with it. But these are classified as feeder hogs. So they're purchased in the spring to raise 6 to 9 months to butcher and send to freezer camp in the fall. So these feeder pigs now have a pen that's double the size of what they started with. And you can see down here that there's still some wood chips under there. Like that dirt that I dug up, like I say, from around that cattle panel, you can still see like sticks and things like that. But it's under this stuff here because our American guinea hogs were in here. And they can't root as deep as these hogs can. Like these hogs can make a mountain, a canyon for real with them noses they got. So they can root a whole lot deeper. So they should be able to come in here and turn all this stuff over real good. And that'll help that compost process. So like I said, once I come in and scoop it out with the tractor, and usually I scoop it out with the tractor and then pile it up over here somewhere and let it dry out. And then I come in and turn it over, every now and then, once a month, twice a month, something like that. And it breaks down. It starts out as this big old pile. and then it goes down to like a third of the size once it breaks down, and you can go over and like grab it and smell it. It shouldn't smell like anything but dirt, and then it should just crumble in your hands, and that's how you know it's ready for the garden, and it's all clean and it's heated up and everything. But yeah, this pen is ready. Like I say, I let them work on this pen. They gonna have this side over here just as mucky as this side over here after about 2 or 3 days, especially after a rain. But at least it'll get them so they can spread out their manure a little bit more around, because they, like I said, the pigs, they manure all in one spot. They don't just manure around the whole pen. They pick one good spot, and hopefully they'll move that spot and move it to another spot. Like I said, because we'll come in with some wood chips and cover up all the places where they've been manuring already. And like I say, just kind of sanitize the pen a little bit and get it ready for the summer stretch. All right, y'all, with that being said, I think we're done down here for right now. I'm gonna kind of work around the farm just a little bit more, and I might pick y'all up as I do a couple more little projects. But I think we're done down here, and we still have a lot of work to do down here. We still got to come down with wood chips and cover up their area where they've been manuring it, hoping that they go to another section and start manuring. The good thing is they have 2 waters now, especially going in the summertime, because they have a water in this pen and then the water over there. Going in the summertime, that's gonna be a good thing. So we don't have to fill the waters up like every single day, because of the pigs, especially these size hogs. They drink a lot of water in the summertime. But yeah, this pen is looking better already. Like I said, it gives them double the space that they began with, that they started off with, and they're gonna really enjoy it. Once we walk out of here, they're gonna be running around full speed, twisting around in circles. Maybe I'll get some video of that later, but I put it in right here of them twisting around, twirling around in circles. But yeah, so we're done in here. We're gonna get everything packed up down here, all our shovels and everything. Head on back to the top of the property and see what else we can get into. As y'all can see, I'm just literally covering up the manure with the wood chips. And if we do this every week, like at least once a week, twice a week, something like that, you will have no smell at all in your pig pens. And so that's why we're able to have our pigs up here right by our barn, up here right by a space where we're gonna be at, because they're not gonna stink at all. Now, guinea hogs are a different breed. That pig just nuzzled at your leg like it was testing you.
I know.
He
Which one
nuzzled it and
was
ran
it?
off zip line.
Zip line, yeah.
But yeah, guinea hogs are a little bit different. So, you know, this tactic works as well. This what's the word I'm looking for? This system works as well with bigger hogs and other type of hogs, you know. But with the guinea hogs, it really, really works well. Like I said, even with other pigs, you know, bigger hogs like the feeder hogs we have, if you cover up their manure, you won't have any smell. But with these guinea hogs, like I say, they're not hard on the ground at all, because they're a smaller breed of pig. And like I say, you just come in once or twice. You can have a pen this size here, and you don't have to move them at all. Just come in and cover up their manure, and you'll get rid of all of the smell. And like I say, this just works for us double. Watch out, know she's gonna lay down, let her clip your leg. She's trying to lay down for belly scratches over there. We got such gentle gentle pigs. But anyway, this is working for us double because these wood chips are gonna break down into organic matter, and they're gonna help the manure break down into organic matter as well. And so that organic matter is gonna fertilize the soil, and then as the pigs are in here rooting, they're gonna be tilling it in. You know what I'm saying? And so by the time it's time for us to plant a garden in here next year, we just come in with the tiller, you know, and till it all in, roll it all up, and it's like all the plants are just gonna pop up. We don't have to use any unnatural fertilizers or anything like that. So we're kind of killing two birds with one stone, in other words. Mama knows my own way.
I be doing you like Noah, giving you that hydrocortisone cream. Cocoa butter. Right. So he's got this section. He's got this section here completely covered. It was a lot of manure here. So this was like essentially their bathroom spot. And now he's got all of the wood chips covered up. He's used the wood chips to cover up all of the manure. So you can see here, it just looks like wood chips on the ground. And then there was a section over here that they had two bathrooms. This was the back bathroom. But he's got all the manure here covered up in wood chips as well. And it'll just break down in place. And this will encourage them to keep using this area as a bathroom because it's clean now, because they like to, you know, be clean. So once this area fills up, they'll go to another area. But if you cover it in wood chips, they'll continue to go to the bathroom here, and we'll just come back with more wood chips in a week or so, cover it up again, and you know, the wood chips will continue to break down the manure, and you won't have a smell. So they've been in this pen for about a week now. It's just coming up on a week that they've been in this pen in this area. We have a porta hut set up for them here where they will have their babies. We got 3 mamas over here and 1 barrow. So that's 4 pigs total that we have in this large pen. And it's quite a good size. We're going to have a garden in here like we've been talking about eventually. But let me just pan around and show y'all just how big the entire area is. So I'm not even all the way in the corner of this section. And we've got a fairly large porta hut here in the middle. And there's still room on the sides here and then behind me as well. But we've got this porta hut here. So that the 3 mamas can have their babies when it's time. And actually, we're a little bit on pig watch too. So, you know, we just had some baby lambs born today, but we could have piglets soon. So we're on the lookout for the baby pigs, but they've rooted it up a little bit under the porta hut here. And we're going to come in with some hay just so that the mamas have a nice soft place to have their babies. But we'll do that eventually. Hopefully they won't beat us and have some babies tonight. But this pen has been working out really well. It's still got grass in it. They haven't disturbed all the grass and rooted it all up. They have rooted some sections just so they can lay down. As you can see, they like laying in the mud just because it's cool to their bodies. So they're all laying out now. But they've got this section here nice and cool, and they've kind of made a spot for their bodies so they can lay down. And
do y'all see the difference between, as I say that, they start running. Do y'all see the difference between these pigs and the feeder hogs?
Right. They won't even.
These pigs are so gentle. They're just laying down.
Yeah.
Scratches.
The feeders won't even let you get close to them. Yeah. But yeah, so this pen actually is working out really, really well. And I think it's going to be an amazing garden because they are doing their job of tilling up the soil, and even them going to the bathroom and us putting the wood chips down is helping the garden as well. So that's all part of the process, and it's all contributing to the organic matter that's going to be in the garden. So I'm excited about this pen. I'm glad y'all got in here to put some wood chips down.
No problem. Send us a check in the mail.
I will. All right, y'all. So the boys have had an amazing day, really taking care of our pigs and making sure that everything's good, not just down there with our breeders, but they came up to give our feeders. Not just down there with, not just down there with our feeder pigs, but also up on the high ground with our breeders to make sure all the mamas are happy and all these pigs up here are taken care of. So we're just gonna call it right here for today. It is I.A.G. Farms.